Assalamualaikum students of grade 7 Cambridge and Matriculation stream. This is Miss Meher Muni to teach you English language. We are now starting our content number 4, that is subject verb agreement. Here are some objectives that we have to achieve today. What is verb in the sentence? We have to identify the verb in the given sentence. We all must be able to understand what is the verb in the sentence, what is subject in the sentence. We have to understand that what is the subject in the sentence, and only after achieving the starting two objectives we will be able to understand what is basically the agreement between subject and verb in a certain sentence. Objective number 4 is basic rule surrounding in. We have to learn the rule that is given for the subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement follows a simple rule that we are going to learn in this video. First of all, it is very necessary to learn or to understand that what is basically a subject. Let's read out the definition given on your screen. Person, place, thing or idea that is doing or being something is subject. Person, place, thing or idea that is doing or being something refers to the subject given in the sentence. Let's move towards verb. What is verb in the sentence? Action performed by the subject or state of being. We must have a subject and a verb in a sentence. Without the subject or without the verb, sentence is not completed. Verb is the action that is performed by the subject given in the sentence. For example will make it clear. Simba plays cricket regularly. Simba is the subject and plays is the verb. That is, the plays is the action that is performed by Simba. Simba plays cricket regularly. Simba is the subject and the action that is performed by the subject, that is Simba, is the plays. Simba is playing cricket. So the action or the verb is plays and the subject is Simba. Subject is firstly based on point of view. I, we is the first person subject. He, she, it, they are the second person subject, and you is the third person subject. I and we denote first person, he, she, it, they denotes second person, and you denotes third person. This is showing that how the subject is based on point of view. Then the right side of your screens show that subject is based on count, plural and singular. Subject can be in plural and singular both. The count of the subject, the number of the subject, shows that whether it is in plural form or in singular form. Now we are going to learn what is the agreement between the subject and the verb. Let's read out the definition. The verb in a sentence must agree with the subject in the sentence. This is a very common or very general thing, that the verb in the sentence must agree with the subject. If it is not agreeing with the subject, it is a wrong sentence. It only delivers a true sentence when the subject and verb both agree with each other. For example, Robin lives in Florida. You can see the picture of Robin. Robin lives in Florida. Robin is a singular noun or singular subject, so we used the form of verb which is singular, lives. Robin lives in Florida. The subject and form of verb both are singular. Example number 2. My aunt and uncle live in Florida. Here the subject is plural, aunt and uncle. There are two people, so we used plural form of verb, live. My aunt and uncle live in Florida. Example number 3. I, we, they, you live in Florida. I, we, they, you are plural subjects or plural pronouns, so we again used the plural form of verb. Example number 4. He, she, it lives in Florida. He, she, it are singular forms of subject or singular pronouns. So the form of verb is again the singular one that was in the example number 1, 2. We are now learning what are compound subjects. A compound subject is made up of two or more pronouns that are connected by a coordinating conjunction. Let's understand what it says. Example, Sikandar and Shahid have passed the test. Sikandar and Shahid are compound subject because they are talking about two people or two boys, Sikandar and Shahid. This is a compound subject because it is form of two nouns, and so that we used plural form of verb, that is have. We can't use has here because it is a plural, so we used have. Sikandar and Shahid have passed the test. Example number 2. The famous poet, philosopher and mathematician Bill Roper has arrived. These three are the characteristics or the professions of Bill Roper. Although we are talking about a single person, that is Bill Roper, so we used has. We are basically talking about single person Bill Roper. That is why we used has here. We can't use have in the example number 2. Example number 3. A musician or a dancer. A musician or a dancer is often the most appreciated artist. A musician or a dancer is a singular subject because it is a singular noun. A musician or a dancer. By reading the sentence, we can get that it is a singular noun. So we used is. And example number 4 is the opposite of example number 3 to make you clear about compound subjects. Musicians and performers are often the most appreciated artists. Now in example number 4, musicians and performers are plural forms of subjects. So that is why we used are. Musicians and performers are often the most appreciated artists. Example number 5. Neither the students nor the school was interested in the competition. Here we used was because this is the rule that whenever we find words like neither, nor, either, or anything, so we consider the subject that is closest. The school is closest to the verb, so we consider the school and it is in singular, so we used was. Neither the students nor the school was interested in the competition. Principle of proximity. Let's learn what is principle of proximity. When the main part of the subject is separated by the verb from the verb by a large group of words. When the subject is separated from the verb by the large group of words, we will consider the head noun in the subject. It is basically saying that when we have a group of words between the subject and the verb, we get confused as to how or as to what is the head noun in the subject. So let's understand or let's read out the examples to clear our query. An enormous amount of effort was put into creating this new machine. An enormous amount of effort was put into creating this machine. An enormous amount. Here we have a lot of words between was and the amount, but basically the head noun is amount, which is singular, so we used was. Example number 2. The tunes of the gentle waves of the sea are like a lullaby to me. The tunes of the gentle waves of the sea. Here again we have a large group of words, but we have to consider the head noun, that is the tunes. So we used are. The tunes of the gentle waves of the sea are like a lullaby to me. Example number 3. The ability to apply knowledge defines true education. The ability to apply knowledge defines true education. Why we used defines? Because here the head noun is the ability. To apply knowledge is the large group of words or the extra group of words. Let's learn some special cases of subject-verb agreement. These, after learning or after understanding these cases, we will be able to learn the subject-verb agreement completely. One of the students is not wearing proper uniform. One of the student is not wearing proper uniform. When the subject of a sentence begins with one of, it must be followed by a plural noun. One of the students. When the subject of a sentence is starting with one of, so we use the plural noun, that is students, and the verb will be singular. One of the student is not wearing proper uniform. Case number 2. Arif along with Neha has been drenched. When the words that are not an essential part of the sentence and can be left out without changing the meaning, they do not affect the verb. Verb always agree, I repeat, verb always agree with the main subject of the sentence, and the main subject is Arif. So we used has because Arif is a singular subject. Case number 3. Black Panther was quite a successful movie. Titles of books, magazines, films, etc. take a singular verb, even if the title suggests something plural. Here, Black Panther is the title of the film, so we used was, that is singular form of verb. Case number 4. Most of my work is over. Most of my work is over. Certain words such as all, more, most, none, enough, plenty can either be singular or plural depending upon the noun they qualify. Work is uncountable, right? So we cannot have a plural form here. Therefore, it takes a singular verb. Most of my work is over. Case number 5. Either of the two options is good. Either of the two options is good. Indefinite pronouns such as much, any, nothing, everything, something, either and neither takes a singular verb. Here we found either, so we used is, singular verb. Special case 6. Where is my new pair of trousers? Where is my new pair of trousers? When the subject of a sentence contains the phrase like pair of, it must be followed by a plural noun and a singular verb. Plural noun is trousers and the singular verb is. Here we are given with a paragraph that is related to jogging, and here we will learn how they have used verb with the subject. There are 3 reasons why I prefer jogging to other sports. Why we used are here? Because there are 3 reasons. Reasons is the plural noun, so we used plural form of verb. There are 3 reasons why I prefer, and again I used prefer. I can't say prefers because I is the plural pronoun. There are 3 reasons why I prefer jogging to other sports. One reason is that is jogging is a cheap sport. Is again because I used one when a sentence is starting when the subject of a sentence is starting with the word one of or one, we use singular form of verb. One reason is that jogging is a cheap sport. I can practice it anywhere at any time with no need for a ball or any other equipment. Another reason why I prefer jogging, again I used prefer and not prefers because I is plural, so I used plural form of verb, that is prefer. Another reason why I prefer jogging is that it is friendly to my heart. It is not as risky as other sports like gymnastics. I hope you all learned what is subject verb agreement. I am again summarizing the topic, that is, let's start the summary that whenever it is the simple sentence, just learn the simple rule that whenever the subject in the sentence is singular, we have to use the form of verb, singular form of verb, and when there is a plural subject, we have to use the plural form of verb. I hope we all understood what is subject verb agreement, and of course we will have a Google meeting also regarding this topic, so we will discuss it there also. Gather your queries in your notebook so that we will be able to discuss in the Google meetings. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.